Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, good evening, race fans. Here we go. Texas. That's right. Everything's big in Texas. Big track, big power, big field here, too. Turned down for what here tonight? Racing. Should be a good one. Qualifying underway. See who puts this thing, bad boy, on the top spot. Right now, looks like Austin Collins is the man. Stay tuned. Let's listen to these sights and sounds of these cars, these trucks, excuse me. Ought to be a good one. All right, qualifying's done. We're getting set here to go racing, Texas style. See what the grid's going to hold us here. My ticker's going to update us too here, because sometimes STK, I don't know. All right, Austin Collins, man out front. Let's look at the grid. There we go. We're gonna look at this grid right now. Austin Collins out front. John Osborne gonna be the man right there in second. Thomas Hannon starting in the third place spot. We got Kenny Lee Lind. Get up with how you say that last name. I'm gonna say Lind. Starting fourth. Jim Dada up there in the fifth. Mike Miller, he's starting sixth. Josh Arnold in seventh. Christopher Murphy there in eighth. Jordan Anderson starting ninth. And we got Jose Ruse starting 10th. Look through the rest of this field. Got a good solid field here tonight. 19 machines. Ought to be a good one. Texas style. Oh. Who's your favorite driver out there? Who you rooting for? Should be some good racing tonight. I look forward to it. Texas brings about a very good field. Here we go. Getting set. Turn down for what here? Right? What we turning down for? Nothing. It'll be good. Lights off on the pace truck. We're going racing. Collins and company up front.
Green, green, green.
Field we need right now. Green flag, racing Texas, look at that. Well, the 68 gets a good start on the back there. That's Hannon. They head off into turn one. We're racing in Texas style. Collins going to lead the first lap. Hannon's going to fall back behind him. Miller right there. The big battle's happening around about 6th place spot. Got these boys all bunched up a little bit here. Texas has changed a little bit. We'll have to see how this track is with the new aero package, with how iRacing has changed a lot of stuff. Throughout their tire package and whatnot. I'm interested to see now, because how this track ran, which is it's not going to be that far off from how it used to run, how it runs now. You know, this place here, you can get tight and get very loose coming off of turn 2. I know that. But a lot of times you do run it almost like you run Charlotte. Kind of run it that way. Right now, everybody's just being patient. Collins out front. Anna right there with him. Got Miller, Dada, Arnold, Anderson along with him. Then, battle going on right here around 8th and 9th. Nice paint jobs out here too. I want to get into that here in a little while. Meanwhile, back here around 12th place spot, you got some side-by-side duking it out. Osborne, Murphy and company. They look strong. Richards there with them. Weaver. Still neck and neck. Trying to plow through this field here. Gets a little bit tight. This is a momentum track. You lose it, you're going to lose some spots. I'm going to have to give the paint job of the night probably to Mike Campbell. That paint job, not just because it's got OSR Network on the back, but that right there, whoever did that paint job did an excellent job. I mean, one, Halloween Minions. That'd be funny if they made a show like that. But just that right there is just, that's cool. Don't want to take anything away from any of the other paint jobs, but that one right there has really just jumped out. Collins, he's got a nice one there. Yeah, that one's kind of distracting. I mean, just kind of just sit and look at that one all day. Kind of takes you behind away from racing, really. And I think that's his whole point. Somebody get up there, look in the back, take your mind away. It's almost like Bobby Terrell. Get that chick on his car. Miller. Looking through him. Dada, he's got a good looking machine. Ghost. All right. And he said, I'm Ghost. Meanwhile, good battle back here. Amongst these machines here, that's Anderson. That's around 7th place spot. Arnold and Anderson. Again, if you get high here, I got a feeling being down low is the place you want to be. Let me hear who your favorite driver is. Who you rooting for out here, folks? Who you got? He right there, he got a little bit tight. So Davey Weaver. The truck just got a little bit tight, kind of strung up. I do like his Reaper truck. Actually, we'll get a good shot of it this week. Look at that, man. Just got death on that thing. I don't know if I'd want to hit that truck or not. Or, get near it. Kind of scary. All good battle going on back here. Running about 11, 12. Again, this is how this track goes. Riding about side, nose to tail. Next thing you know, you're there door to door. This is the momentum aspect of it. The truck right there, Weaver, I think. 82. Yeah, he's got a clown on that. I don't know, man. That one might give a home dude a run for his money, too. That one. Woo-wee. That's it. Like the it clown. That is it. That thing's nice. So Halloween themes out here. We got Halloween coming up, folks. Everybody's getting the trick or treat, spooky on. I like the spooky. Woo-woo. Battle right now, Murphy, Richard, gonna duke it out here, Texas style track. Collins is out front, dominating right now. Got these kind of little cluster battles is what I call them. Single file, next thing you know, you're going double file. Murphy, Richard. I said Richard, I think it's Rickard. Scott Rickard. My bad, Scott. Rickard. And then Brian D. Pazimi. Calling pizza last time, but I had to get up with how to say his name. Come out there in the chat. Break that thing down for me. Here, I'll put the, well, you should see it down there at the bottom. He's got a battle right now, though. Rickard. who's on the outside of him with Murphy right there behind him. Murphy's got a front row seat to this battle here. That's Murphy right there on the outside, my bad. Actually, it's Weaver right back there behind him. He's got a front row seat to it. Look out. 2x2. Coming out of turn here, turn 2. I was talking about turn 2. You know, it used to, like I say, it got really sketchy as the run goes on coming out of turn 2. I'm not quite sure about the trucks now. They might be a little bit more planted, and they might be a lot more looser. I have not raced the trucks in a while. I need to get up with some of these guys on how this place feels. Maybe if caution comes out, we will see. See Brian right now trying to hold on. Meanwhile, it's all this man up front. Well, I say it was alone. And it says not today. Thomas said, look in the rearview mirror. Make you look pretty. Going for the lead. He's looking on the inside. Can he push him up the track? Pushes him out of that groove. He might get it. That might be the play. Get a guy up top. Get him a little bit, you know, fake him out a little bit. Good battle for the lead, though. Fake him out. Team Watson racing setup. Get some info on this race here for y'all right fast. Well, you got Texas here tonight. 110 laps, 4 extra set of tires, 5 total because you got the one to come in with. 70% fuel, so they'll probably be able to go. This is the 1.5-mile track. They probably can go 40, 50 miles, 60 miles, 60 laps, excuse me. No fast fix. I like that about this league. Got 3 green, white checkers. So if it tells me anything else here. That's about it. That's about all we need to know. Okay. Hey, what's up, Hose? Ross? Hose, I said Hose. Man, my bad. What's going on, Ross? Oh Lord, me and words. I'll tell you what, are we have a love affair with each other sometimes. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, Jim Dotto might be catching these guys up here in the front. So it might be something they might need to watch out for. I mean, he's 1.3 seconds back. That last time he was a tick faster than they were. Well, a little bit slower that time. He ran a 12 to their 99.0. Miller back here, trying to see what he can do. Let's go back a little further on back. Around about 13th place spots. Got side-by-side battle here with Murphy. Brian P. Another turn down for what racing? How you doing out there tonight, Ross? Who's your favorite driver out here? Who you rooting for? These boys here for turn down for what racing? They got a great sponsor too, by the way. You know, I like their sponsor, Network Alliance for Veterans. You saw, you know, I love playing some commercials for veterans and whatnot, but, you know, great organization program that helps out veterans. So definitely check it out. Network Alliance for Veterans. Coming in here, being the title sponsor here tonight for this league. I like that for the season. Meanwhile, battle right here around 5th place spot. Getting lead along with Taylor. Duking it out just a little bit. And it looks like it's going to be 22 there of Arnold. Going to get him. Taylor might see if he can't shove his nose up underneath there and take a spot too. Not going to be able to. Meanwhile, battle and pass for the lead up front. As you see that man right there, Thomas. We'll go back and watch the pass on the lead here. But we're back in the back. Right here. Get him a little bit up the track. Take him out just a little bit. Come off the turn. Gets to run off the turn. He's got that momentum. Collins just didn't have the run going in that turn. Yeah, he's got the inside lane, and that's all he needed. So that's you, Ross. I hear you. He didn't get it. He didn't get him past right off the bat, but you saw it right there. Go back live here. He's out front. Got about a 2/10 lead over Collins. We'll see if we better hold on to it. Dada right there along with him. In third, Arnold. Man, look at this battle happening back here, though, around 5th place spot. That's Miller, Taylor, and company. So who's your favorite driver out there, Ross? Who you got? Who you rooting for? Trying to see if anybody out here has the last name Ross. I don't think they do. No. A little bit wide here so you can see everything on the track so far. Good battles throughout. And some good patient racing, Matt. We went flag to flag last week. Actually, we only had a couple cautions last week. It was a good race last week. And these guys really did an outstanding job here. It turned down for what? I enjoyed it. 25 into this one already. Good smooth racing. You got Miller right there with him. Who was on that outside, Taylor down on the inside. Don't know if Mike is in here. Let me look for you. Does not look like it. Got a Mike Miller and Mike Campbell. The only two Mikes we got. We didn't make it into the race here tonight. The battle right here around about 11 or 10th and 11th. We got everybody kind of spread out right now. I know it's kind of early. You're the sponsor. Hey, you know what? That is awesome. I like, you know, that the veterans are out there. You know, I like what y'all do for the veterans. You know, I'm a big supporter of, you know, veterans, officers, and anybody, man, that's service members out there that are for the U.S. So, you know, my hat's off to what y'all are doing for the veterans. Since they need, you know, I'm all for getting them all the help they can. So I appreciate y'all coming on board as a sponsor here for this league. You know, and I know the league definitely appreciates that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, since we're kind of spread out here, it's a little early, I'm going to do what I call OSR Network Rundown Order, onlinesim.com. That man right there, well, he's got good pictures on his truck. Like I said, mesmerizing right now. Thomas Hannon, he's out front leading it. Got the lead. Austin Collins is right behind him, starting in second. Jim Dada hanging on the third for the moment. He's got Josh Arnold, though, man, creeping up on him in fourth. Josh Taylor, looks on the inside. He's in fifth right now. You got Mike Miller holding up here in the blue ribbon machine ice cream truck right there in sixth. Jose Rooms. Guess that's how you say it. Right behind him in seventh. Kenny Lid, he's got the M Ghost. Oh, okay, I got it. He's got the eyeballs and the nose on it. That's cute. I like that. He's set for Halloween. He's up to 8th place. Scott Richter, another Team Watson Racing setup man right there in 9th. Brian P. looking strong in the 10th place spot. Jordan Anderson, AC Delco man himself in 11th. Christopher Murphy. There you go. Nice looking machine there in the 12th place spot. Davey Weaver. Yeah, he's probably got the creepiest one out here. Man's got death running around. I don't know if I want to get tangled up with him, but he's in 13th. Elrich George. Front row man, up in the 14th. Don Osborne, looking strong right there in the 15th place spot. You got Claire Murphy. He's up in the 16th. And Mike Campbell, I got to give paint job of the night to that man. I do like Weaver, you know, the Death Machine. But the scope of that one there is just, it looks cool as far as Halloween goes. He's up to 17th. Chris Weaver, back here in 18th, he's got another cool looking one too. So, you know, if you got a top three, you got to go Weaver. You got to go Chris Weaver. The other Weaver. Got two Weavers out here. Actually, Davey Weaver, Chris Weaver, Mike Campbell is probably the ones that. And unfortunately, Justin out of the race here tonight. Brings us back up here to Hannon, who's dominating right now. We got pit stops, though. Well, I said about 40. 34 in now. We'll have to see. I'm still going to stick to around about 40. About 40 is where they're coming in.
Caution, yellow flag.
Anywhere between 35. Oh, never mind. Caution out. We got a big one. Oh, what happened? Jim Dada involved. Got Rickard. Oh, wow. That was in front of him, too. So let's, got nowhere to go. But Jim right here. Oh, he just got punched in the back. And spun around. Boom! Into the wall hard. Are you kidding? Did he get loose, though? Oh, he just got run over. Oh. He was running up front, too. Wow. Caution out, just like that. You know, we got a race control man up there. He's got the final say when it comes to a lot of this stuff. One to caution, first time tonight here. I'm kind of curious. See. And I'll pull up. We'll bring Josh Taylor up. Let him do his pit stop right fast. Don't want him to lose concentration. Bring him up right quick. Josh, join the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir. Got a copy.
Well, man, I tell you what, you know, it's been a while since I've run Texas, and I remember this place way back, but I know there's a lot of changes over the years of iRacing.
Mm-hmm.
How does the truck feel coming out of like turn two? I know it used to be like really kind of loose and whatnot, but how is it feeling here tonight? I mean, where's the spots at?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little loose. I feel like it's more tight than loose. You kind of have to wait on the throttle for a long time, and I feel like if you get to the throttle a little too quick, it'll start burning your tires up, and I think that's what was happening there. I think if we can get long runs, I feel pretty confident.
What about looks like, man, this is kind of a bottom dominant style track. If you get up there on that top, you lose that momentum.
Yeah, I feel like you just get up top and it'll wear your tires out as well, and I don't know, I prefer the bottom. I feel like it saves my tires. I feel like I run faster lap times. Yeah, I don't think the top is the way to be.
Well, what do you think, man? You got anything for him?
I definitely do. As long as we can get some green flag laps, I don't want to really run my stuff out too quick. On the short runs, I'm not as good, but these long runs, I definitely have something for these guys.
Good luck out there, Josh.
I appreciate that, sir.
All right, there we go. Josh Taylor, kind of give us a little insight, and you know, so there you go. It has changed just a little bit on what it was. So, what's up, Pete? How you doing? Colonel Ross. Okay, so a Colonel. Oh man, well, thank you, sir, for your service. That is awesome. Lieutenant Colonel Ross. All right, gotta pay respect to the man. One to caution for the first time here tonight. Texas style. Jim Dada and company out there. Got involved in with it just a little bit. Thomas Hannon. Everybody made their pit stops, though. Awesome, awesome. Got Austin Collins there along with it. Josh Taylor. Mike Miller. Brian P. Hey, Pete. Brian's last name. I said pizza last week because that's kind of what it reminded me of. Break it down in the chat for me. Jim? Isichum? Brian Isichum? I don't know. That one's... He's coming back on pit road, too. Well, this is interesting. A lot of these guys coming back on pit road here. I just been calling Brian P, by the way. Or pizza. Let everybody get hungry when they see him. All right, Hannon out front. Collins along with it. Taylor there. Miller. Lights are off on the pace truck. Gonna get set to go back green. Texas style here tonight. Turn down for What Racing. Sponsored by Network Alliance for Veterans. Actually got one of the sponsors out there in the chat. I appreciate him tuning in. Get all the service from all the veterans too. Well, that man out there, Hannon, he has got the distraction mobile. I mean, crazy. Busy Chim. Bizarre Chim. Busy Jimmy? Butchering that man's name. Busy. Green flag, we're back. Look at Hannon get the jump. We'll work on that one there, Pete. We'll have to work on that one. Collins did not get the jump he wanted. Taylor's there with it. Yeah, we'll have to work on that one. Ooh, little block going down on the straightaway there. That is Brian P. He was actually trying to take it for George. George looking on the high side. And when we just talked to Taylor, he said that high side feels like it's burning the tires off. You know, that seems to be a theme. You know, used to, you would go to the high side to actually save tires. But here's what I'm noticing a lot on these tracks here with iRacing. Now you go high on these tracks, and if they're saying it's burning the tires off more, that's interesting because, you know, used to, if you held it down low, you were using up the tires a lot more. Kind of reverse order. That's just all aerodynamics and science. Meanwhile, good battle here with Miller. He's got a front row seat to the one in front of him between Taylor and Collins, as Hannon is trying to just walk off into the sunset. Watson Hendrick battling it out. Looks like maybe Collins is going to get that run he needs. Taylor said he didn't want to burn up his stuff, so he might take it a little bit slow. Brian now has a front row seat to that battle in front of him there. That's for third and fourth. Been a good solid night of racing so far, but you see Collins, he's wanting to get up there and not let Thomas run away with this thing. Don't want him to feel too comfortable up front. Dada on pit road again, man. Just a bad night for Jim Dada. Was going well up front, just got punched in the back. Unfortunate turn right there for him. Wow. Well, meanwhile, still this battle up front, and they're running down Hannon. So the leader's in trouble. Look out. And you might have a pretty face on that truck. But we're about to go blowing by it right now. Collins looking strong. Meanwhile, side-by-side duel. Brian P. there with Taylor. Collins is trying to do everything he can to get around him. Maybe look a little high, look a little low. Try to juke him out a little bit, make Hannah maybe fake. My bad, I'm saying Hannah. It's actually Harmon. I apologize out there, Thomas. Sometimes on my screen over here, it's really, really soft. Hey, what's up, Tanya? How you doing? My screen over here is really small sometimes. So Harmon out front with Collins there with him. Miller trying to do everything he can. Brian P. still, everybody kind of single file. But that don't mean a lot here. So who's your favorite driver out there, Tanya? As well. Let's see. Maybe there's another as well out here. No? Okay. Go back to work. My bad. About playing. All right, 49 into this one. And it has been a good one so far. I've enjoyed the race. Y'all enjoyed it? Good run. Mike Miller right now hanging on the third. Harmon still up there in the first place spot with Collins riding behind him. Brian P. right there he's up 14 spots. Hard charger Brian is. Gotta give him credit. Wow. Man knows how to make it through the, I mean, if he could get the qualifying down, he might be a dominating style truck here. I think what's hurting him is by the time he gets to the front, the tires are kind of neutralized on him a little bit. Brian right now doing everything he can. Everybody kind of single file. I don't know if old Thomas Harmon out front is just taking it easy. Collins right there with him, but everybody's just single file. Meanwhile, you got Anderson back here all alone with Osborne coming. He's got a good slew of trucks behind him with Murphy, Campbell. Oh, they're battling up here now. Never mind. I was going to do the back look. They go back to battling up front. Miller says, I want the second place spot. Let me see if I can't do anything to Harmon up here. Who's also ready for Halloween out there? Three. Like Taylor's falling off. He might be pulling it back a little bit. Oh, here comes Miller. Battle for the lead. Looking to the outside. We have not seen the outside work on long. I got a feeling, though, if we get a long enough green flag run, that outside's got to come in sometime. I mean, that's where the momentum is. Even though it might be tearing tires up, got a feeling that's just where the momentum's at. And you can see, made the pass to the outside. Mike Miller goes to the point. Thomas Harmon, he falls back into the second place spot with Josh Taylor there along with him with Collins. Austin Collins, that is. Brian P., he's right back into the 5th place spot. So your top 5 all nose to tail. George is coming up in the mix. So you're about to have a 6-car truck battle up here. Jordan Anderson a little bit off the pace. He's got a little ways to go with John Osborne. He's got Murphy, and look at Mike Campbell moving up 5 spots. Up into the 10th place right now. Got the boom machine, the minions on it. I like it. Cruz, Jose, right there in 11th. Got about another 5 or 6 machines there. And the Weaver machines back here, those 2 guys are going at it. Chris Weaver. Danny Weaver got around. Kenny Lid. Okay. Well, I'm going to say Davey Weaver and Chris Weaver are kin somehow. Harmon is falling off the pace. I'm just wondering if he's saving a little bit or if those tires have just gave up on him. Just wondering. Here comes Taylor. Remember, Taylor said he was going to save a little bit of his stuff. He wasn't going to try to run it out. See the battle for the lead right now. Here comes Josh Taylor looking to the inside. He said he wanted to take that inside lane. We'll watch this battle here for the lead, and you can see it as Mike Miller falls back into the 2nd place spot. Going to bring Thomas Harmon along with him. Been a good race here tonight so far. Turned down for what racing here. Sponsored by Network Alliance for Veterans. We've had a couple lead changes. Been a beautiful one here tonight. We'll step away, take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back in a few, folks.
Hi, I'm Blaine Smith, the Executive Director of Team Red, White, and Blue, and I wanted to take a minute just to welcome you on board and let you know that we're proud to have you as a new member of our team. This short video is a way for us to give you an idea of what you can expect from your experience at Team Red, White, and Blue, and also what we expect from you in return. Something that's really, really important to the fabric of our organization is our Eagle ethos. It's just 6 words, but they mean a lot to us, and they guide us in all we do. Those 6 words: passion, positivity, people, commitment, camaraderie, and community are more than just organizational values. They're what we're all about and what we strive to work for in all of our programs and in every single one of our interactions. The next thing I want you to know is that we are an inclusive organization by design. We're open to veterans of all eras, of all ages, branches of service, combat experience, as well as active duty service members, their families, their friends, and just supportive members of the community that come out and take part in our mission. Every single person is important to what we do. All are welcome, and we look forward to seeing you all out there.
And then if you want to, just a little bit about how the foundation helped you.
You know, I was in a pretty serious deal, as most people know about. It's a pretty tough deal, very traumatic for my family. A lot of stuff that we went through that people would never understand. Without the assistance from the Steve King Foundation and several other donors as well, we could have come out of that thing in financial ruin. But it just takes a lot out of your family just to go through rehabilitation, all the medical bills. There's so many hidden expenses and stuff that you would never know about until you actually get involved in something like that. And even if you help somebody out with 500 or 1,000 or 100, whatever it is, it means a ton to the person, just to be able to live and to get through these things. It takes an ungodly amount of money, time, effort, patience, with the families, the doctors, to be able to get through a traumatic experience. And, with the Steve King Foundation, it makes everything a lot better.
There's an immeasurable bond that forms when you join the service. You'll do anything to protect and defend those at your side, and pushing the limits of your well-being is all just part of the job. But when this shared experience ends, it's easy to carry that mission-first mindset with you and neglect your own health and mental fitness. Team Red, White, and Blue understands these challenges and knows that together we can show veterans that their best days are ahead by providing opportunities to build healthier lifestyles right where they live and work. Through races, service projects, workouts, and a cutting-edge mobile app, our members develop a sense of camaraderie and mutual support. With a growing force of over 200,000 strong, we invite all veterans, families, and non-military supporters to start putting their well-being first. Team Red, White, and Blue is forging America's leading health and wellness community. Will you join the team?
All right, we're back. Little shake up at the front. You see Josh Taylor still out front in this one. Thomas Harmon's pulling up in the second. You got Austin Collins there in third. Mike Miller's got up in the fourth. Brian P., he's up in the fifth place spot. Kind of getting spread out just a little bit. Should be seeing pit stops here pretty soon as a lot of these, that caution came out around lap 33, 35. But we were seeing some green flag stops around that. I said about 35, 40. A lot of these folks went 35, 37. Well, maybe around lap 75. I'm going to say around anywhere between 70 and 75. We should start seeing pit stops. See Miller here. They're kind of getting broke out a little bit. All depends on how much you can save, too. You had a couple of these guys, like back here with Anderson coming, they pitted on lap 37. See Josh Osborne right here along with it. Good little battles throughout the field here. You see around about 6th, 7th, 8th place spot. George, Osborne, Anderson. Again, that's a 3-truck battle here. Riding on top here with Anderson. He's following along here on Osborne. Start getting spread out like this, it's tough to make up ground because it's so, like that right there. It is so momentum. This track can be all about track position. If we start seeing some green flag stops, I think track position comes into play then. Here comes old Weaver. He's got newer tires. He just pitted at lap 59. I mean, obviously, if you've got about 20 or 25 lap newer tires, you're going to be a lot faster. But I still think track position might be key here. See Josh Taylor out front, along with Harmon right there behind him. He's got about a 6/10 lead over him. Nope, take that back. Miller's going to look to the outside. Miller's the only one right now using that outside lane. Talked to Taylor earlier. Remember, he was talking about how that outside lane was not the place to be. Yeah, see it. pit stops. Mike Miller's in. What's up, Pete? Is Jimmy. It's Jimmy. It's cheat. As in Jimmo. Emmy, like Emmy. Jimmy. It's Jimmy. We're getting close there, Pete. We're getting close. You the man here. I give you credit. I also got to give a shout out here to Mike Campbell and them. Give a shout out to Earl Pete. He's moving right now, kind of, sitting in for him for these last several races here of the season. I have a championship here. You see this battle here for second. Pit stops, though. At about lap 70, 75, they came in around 76. These are the ones that actually pitted around 37, so they could take it just a little bit further. Yeah, back to what I was saying is I want to appreciate Mike and him letting me do these races here for him. Pete'll be back up here for you. Brian's on pit road. Going to pretty much cycle us around. Actually, it's going to put old Davey Weaver out front. Now, he pitted at lap 59. He short pitted this thing. He's definitely going to have to pit again. This pit stop right here should put everybody where they don't have to pit. Should. A 35 laps. Didn't have to pit again. Barring a caution. Now, if there's a caution out, obviously you're coming in. You're going to get 4 tires of fuel. Now, like I say, Weaver's going to have to pit. But Mike Miller and them, now, Taylor right there along with it. Didn't split them up too much, though. You got Weaver here. Thomas Harmon, he fell off just a little bit. He's about 2 seconds back from Weaver. See what happened on his pit stop here. His pit stop actually wasn't too bad. Oh, he came in at a later time, so he actually got a little better tires. He might be able to run down that 2-second gap. So he's going to have a little bit fresher tires than those guys in front of him, along with Austin Collins. They came in at lap 75. The other guys came in at 72, 73. So I think they could still go to 38 lap mark. We've seen them go around 40 laps here tonight. 40 some laps. That's been the norm. And all about saving that tires. If I'm Miller and Taylor up here, and I know Collins and Harmon pitted like they did, they're going to have a couple laps newer tires. Now's the time. Plus, considering I also have 2-second gap. Save a little bit of tires. Don't rush it as hard. Kind of be careful now, especially with these guys back here battling. Whoa! See Harmon, he had to get out of the way there with Collins. Chris Weaver had to move, got up into the wall almost. Wow. That back into that truck. Well, that's just evil looking. Good Halloween style truck paints out here tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Like the chairs out there in the league. Appreciate it. We got a battle for the lead. Mike Miller. Miller's been a man that's off and on up front. He was able to run down Weaver. Remember, Weaver, at one point, yes, he had newer tires, and he's not going to be able to make it all the way. He's going to have to pit again. Davey Weaver's definitely, so he's banking for a caution. Davey is right now. I think he's looking for a caution, Weaver is. See, Mike Miller actually falls back in the second. Taylor takes the top spot. Harmon now is trying to close that gap. Again, like I said, I feel like those top two guys just save a little bit of tire. No need to really rush or push all that hard. See Collins right there. I think Collins is kind of riding behind Harmon right now. Looking truck 2, by the way. See Davey Weaver. The only thing I think is going to save him right now is a caution. I think a caution at this point is the only thing that's going to be the saving grace to him. Yes, sir. Pizzakimmy. Man, there we go. Heck yeah. All right, man. Well, Pete got up here and got me right. Pizzakimmy. I needed to hear it. That's it. Brian, right now. Pizzakimmy. He's doing pretty good. He's up in the 5th right now. He's 13 spots. The hard charger. I should get a few more. Actually, Josh Taylor's up 10. He'd be the second hard charger out here too. Both of these guys, man, hard charging. Pizzakimmy. I have to keep saying that. I've got to keep, but I don't forget it. My brain out here. Appreciate it. Thomas Harmon right now hanging on there to second. Collins up in the 3rd. Miller up in the 4th place. Like we just said, old Pizzakimmy, he's right there in 5th. Weaver, he's all pretty strong in 6th. Even on those older set of tires, he's up in the 6th. He got Murphy right there with him. Absolutely. Looking good so far. Osborne back here in the 8th place. Old George hooking up in the 9th. Round out the top 10, you got Jose. Solid still, looking good trucks out here so far. Look at a couple trucks that are a lap down. Unfortunately, Scott Richter, Chris Weaver, Jim Dotta, who got caught up in that wreck earlier, Josh Arnold, all caught up in those wrecks. All right, I just put me a note. Brian Pizzakimmy. For that man right there so that I don't forget it. Appreciate Pete jumping up here and helping me out with that. What's all, man, though, Taylor out front in this one. Harmon's got it on lockdown. It's been a good one with 22 to go. We're going to take one final break. We'll be right back, folks. It's been a solid one in Texas. That man there, Joshua Taylor, out front. Be right back here in a few. Don't go anywhere.
There's an immeasurable bond that forms when you join the service. You'll do anything to protect and defend those at your side, and pushing the limits of your well-being is all just part of the job. But when this shared experience ends, it's easy to carry that mission-first mindset with you and neglect your own health and mental fitness. Team Red, White, and Blue understands these challenges and knows that together we can show veterans that their best days are ahead by providing opportunities to build healthier lifestyles right where they live and work. Through races, service projects, workouts, and a cutting-edge mobile app, our members develop a sense of camaraderie and mutual support. With a growing force of over 200,000 strong, we invite all veterans, families, and non-military supporters to start putting their well-being first. Team Red, White, and Blue is forging America's leading health and wellness community. Will you join the team?
And then if you want to, just a little bit about how the foundation helped you.
You know, I was in a pretty serious deal, as most people know about. It's a pretty tough deal, very traumatic for my family. A lot of stuff that we went through that people would never understand. Without the assistance from the Steve King Foundation and several other donors as well, we could have come out of that thing in financial ruin. But it just takes a lot out of your family just to go through rehabilitation, all the medical bills. There's so many hidden expenses and stuff that you would never know about until you actually get involved in something like that. And even if you help somebody out with 500 or 1,000 or 100, whatever it is, it means a ton to the person, just to be able to live and to get through these things. It takes an ungodly amount of money, time, effort, patience, with the families, the doctors, to be able to get through a traumatic experience. And, with the Steve King Foundation, it makes everything a lot better.
Hi, I'm Blaine Smith, the Executive Director of Team Red, White, and Blue, and I wanted to take a minute just to welcome you on board and let you know that we're proud to have you as a new member of our team. This short video is a way for us to give you an idea of what you can expect from your experience at Team Red, White, and Blue, and also what we expect from you in return. Something that's really, really important to the fabric of our organization is our Eagle ethos. It's just 6 words, but they mean a lot to us, and they guide us in all we do. Those 6 words: passion, positivity, people, commitment, camaraderie, and community are more than just organizational values. They're what we're all about and what we strive to work for in all of our programs and in every single one of our interactions. The next thing I want you to know is that we are an inclusive organization by design. We're open to veterans of all eras, of all ages, branches of service, combat experience, as well as active duty service members, their families, their friends, and just supportive members of the community that come out and take part in our mission. Every single person is important to what we do. All are welcome, and we look forward to seeing you all out there.
All right, here we go. We're back. Up front, it's heating up. Josh Taylor, remember, he's got a little bit older tires than the man behind him. Has he saved enough with about 13 to go here? Thomas Harmon right there on his back bumper. So there's that 2-lap newer tires. Is it going to pay dividends here for Harmon? Or can Josh Taylor hold him off? If I'm Taylor, I'm forcing him to take the outside. Do not give him that inside lane, because that is what Harmon's going to try to bait him into doing. Running around the track, get the momentum off. He's going to look to the inside, maybe try to make him do a block down on the inside. Not what you want to see. Collins is back there lurking too. Got Brian back there. Got Brian Pizzakimi. He's back there along with him too. I don't know. I don't know if Taylor can hold off this charge by Harmon. He can't afford to get juked here. Harmon's going to try to look on the inside and make him make an evasive style move that's going to kill his momentum, and it's going to make that truck get a little bit up the track and get that nose up underneath him. That is what Harmon wants. Like that right there. Got him a little loose, and then, yeah, there's nothing he can do at this point. Taylor, yeah, he's just going to slingshot bite on by him. And that was the play. That's what Harmon needed. He needed that inside lane. Taylor was trying everything he can. I just don't think Taylor's got the tires now to be able to get back up there. Question is now, does Austin Collins got anything? Or does Harmon got this one in the bag? Got a pretty truck. Give him that. Busy Kimmy right now hanging on to the 4th place. He's the hard charger, 14 places right there with Osborne, though. Battle back here for 5th. Along with Murphy. Murphy's trying to see if he can't take him another spot. Extra winding down, but a good one here tonight for turn down for what? That's what I say. What are we turning it down for? Crank it up. Everybody out there, get excited. Murphy's still holding on to that 6th place spot. I just don't think, Taylor right now, he's losing ground. Collins, for the moment, though, might be the one trying to see if he can push up on the back end. There's a Kimmy right there along with him. Oh, look at him come on strong. Now, he's got the, oh, well, wait a minute, my bad. That's not him. Actually, Kimmy's a little further off. That's actually Miller. Oh, Miller's way back off the pace. I thought I was getting excited there for a second. Got way newer tires. Could help out Collins here, though. Like he's just going to fly right on by him. Right now, Thomas Harmon is looking strong and has got it in the bag with about 5 to go here tonight. Has been a very solid race here for Turn Down for What? Sponsored and presented by Network Alliance for Veterans. Appreciate them out there coming on board, sponsoring this season for us. Big Pete coming up here helping me out with Kimmy. Saying that last name. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Osborne's there, too. He's in 5th. Murphy, Anderson. This is a battle back here for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Got that. Actually got a lap machine in between them there. And Murphy coming up on the IT truck. I mean, how would you just like to be riding behind there? Hoo-hoo. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, if I'd want to get near that thing. And that thing might get out there and voodoo your front radiator or something. Put a possess. Yeah. Josh Taylor on pit road. Really? Wow. This is a shocker. He pitted at lap 72. Okay. Huh. 3 to go. Would not have thought he would have had to have pitted. He's on pit road. Wow. I mean, we've seen these guys do 40 laps tonight. I mean, 72 would have been 38 laps. Jose's on pit road. Are we that close on fuel? Folks, what do y'all think? I think Harmon's fine. Chimmy's fine. Chimmy's fine. He pitted at lap 76. He's got to be fine. Yeah, white flag. I mean, there's no way. Yeah, Harmon is good. So I'm surprised on that one there, Taylor. One more time. Won't matter at this end. They can all wreck it. That a turn 4 final time. It's going to be all Thomas Harmon. He holds it all, puts it in victory lane here tonight at Texas. Austin Collins, Brian Pizzakimmy, right there in 3rd. Good to hear him say his last name, by the way, folks. What a race, what a race. I like it. They all were teammates too, by the way. Well, let's bring him up. Gonna bring up Brian. Get a word with him. Brian, join the booth. Got a copy?
I got a copy.
Well, I think I finally got your name down. Pizza Kimmy, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, the whole entire race, I was kind of just saying everything. I even called you pizza there a couple times. So just what it kind of reminded me of. But hey, came home third tonight, man. What a run! I mean, how was you feeling out there?
Honestly, really tight. It was really hard to pass long run. It was more or less just track position all night. Just had to be in the right place, right time.
What about the tire wear? Was it falling off really bad?
The way I can describe it is plowing as hard as possible and then some. It was, of course, I burnt my stuff up on the last run, but it was pretty bad.
Hey, look good. Come home third tonight. You got anybody want to thank for a good finish?
Yeah, everyone at home for watching, you for broadcasting. It's always fun watching the broadcast after the race. Team Watson Racing Setups for allowing me to wait on the team, and all the drivers out here for keeping it clean.
There you go. That's Brian Pizzakimmy right there doing what he had to do tonight. Let's bring the other man up here, Austin Collins. Austin, join the booth. Got a copy?
Hey, buddy.
Well, man, I tell you what, you tried everything you could out there. Just come up just a little bit short, but good run here tonight. Is there anything else you could have done, maybe tire-wise, there to gain on Harmon?
Biggest thing would have just been trying to keep him behind me the whole race. Let him get ahead of me there early, and Thomas is real good about just managing a race. So I tried getting around him a few times, and just the way the fuel mileage was there, and trying to save and trying to keep tires on it all. Naturally, just being behind him the whole race. There at the end, burnt my right front off, and I just didn't really have much for him at the end. So kudos to him, and it was a good race.
No doubt about it. Coming home second tonight. Got anybody want to thank for a good one?
Well, yeah, I think Papa and all the admins here at Turn Down for What. I got to thank all my teammates that raced with me tonight. Got to thank you for doing the broadcast. Thank you for stepping in for late notice here for us. Appreciate that. And I got to thank Team Watson Racing for allowing me to be a part of their team and racing their great setups that they provide for us.
There you go, Austin Collins bringing her home in second tonight. But this guy had it all down pat. Thomas, join the booth. You got a copy?
Before I got you.
Well, you was able to get out there, and your truck looks pretty on doing it too. But how was did the tires matter there at the end on being able to make that pass? Because it looked like you had a couple laps newer tires than the guy out front.
Yeah, a little bit. I know throughout the run, through each run we had tonight, I was saving, especially the tire, and saving a lot of fuel during the second run after the green or after the yellow there, and saved enough that I knew we'd be able to run to the end. So I just went and saved a little bit early because I knew Collins was trying to save a little bit of fuel just in case, for reason X, Y, or Z. But yeah, it saved enough, and I knew that Josh was short too, so that helped. So we really wasn't feeling too much pressure.
And that was interesting because we've seen all night long guys to go about 40-some laps. And then, as calculated, I said Taylor should have enough, and then he pitted. And then it came up the question of you had enough. I mean, so how close were you there at the end?
I had about a lap left of fuel.
Okay.
We were able
green,
to,
white checker would have made a difference.
Yeah. I think we would have pitted for tires anyway, but yeah, wouldn't have been anybody staying out for that one.
I'll tell you what, hey, nonetheless, can't take it from you. You got out front and got to win here tonight. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to you up in the booth for broadcasting to everybody. Pete for broadcasting previously and referring to you for everybody. Everybody that shows up each week, drivers and fans of the league, and teammates, and then everyone on the truck.
There you go, Thomas Harmon, man, coming home tonight in a good showing. Bringing it home in victory lane. Well, folks, it was a good one here for the Turn Down for What, presented by Network Alliance for Veterans, Texas style. It was a big race. It was some big running here on the track. But that man right there, Harmon, got it done. Hope everybody appreciated it and everybody has a good Halloween. For myself and everyone here, have a good night.
Bye.